Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 5 of UniversIO, a Modpack by Cryptic. Well, by now, the other series is finished, Create Above and Beyond, 40 episode and done. So now we only have this one to concentrate on, but I don't think it's long for this world. I think we're going to finish it in maybe maximum another 5 episodes, so yeah, that's a bit crazy. Okay, in the last episode, I changed my mana setup a little bit to get a bit more mana, and I prepared myself and I prepared all of the materials that I needed to craft the 3 machines, the combiner, dissolver, and the compactor. We also have the mana flux field that we're going to need to power all of this. So, let's go. Oh yeah. During the time lapse, I also produced a bit more, like I took care of making more resources, getting more oil. The only thing that I forgot, which I'm really not happy about, I forgot to go back to the Nether and get some quartz. So we are definitely going to be running out of quartz today, unfortunately. So if we go back to the quests, Digital Age, we're at this point and we're about to craft these 3 things. So let's go and get started on that. I'm pretty sure I have enough mana. So we're going to make a little bit of space. We're going to come right here and grab these and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't know why I'm counting. While we're waiting for that, we'll prepare the next one. And we have a compactor. And let's prep for the next one. And we have a dissolver. And we have rain. Oh boy. And we have a combiner. So dissolver, combiner, compactor. Next step is I'm going to set up these machines right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mana. Can I sleep this rain off? No, because it's not night. Oh, of course. So first off, we're going to make another mana thingies. Oh boy, words are very hard. I'm just going to build it, okay? I'm just going to build it and I'll get the name from there. A mana spreader. Finally got it. Just in time too. And we're going to put that right here. And then we're going to need... Is it already linked? Yeah, and it's already full of power. Perfect. So, here we're going to dissolve things. Here we're going to combine things. And here we're going to compact things. So let's go and make sure that all of these quests are completed. And then let's just go down the questing rabbit hole. Graphite. So graphite is 4 carbon. First off, I'm going to change a little something about my setup right here. I'm going to grab this transmutation table. And I'm going to bring it right here because we're going to need that one a lot. And now I'm going to grab 4 carbon. There really is no need to grab more than 4 because graphite is learnable. So now we can grab some graphite and check the next quest. So the next quest is to make graphite dust. Now, this is important. If I put graphite here, it wants to make charcoal. Okay, but that's not the one we want. So what we need to do is we need to come right here and select graphite dust and lock the recipe to graphite dust. So that now if we do this, and we put 8, it gives us a graphite dust. So now we can put these in here, come back over here and grab graphite dust. And that's the quest line. Yeah. So now it wants us to make diamonds. So diamonds are made with 16 graphite dust in a compactor. So again, we're just going to put the 16, but now we're going to need to unlock the recipe. And since there's only 1 recipe for graphite dust, nothing special needs to be done. Now that we've done this, let's grab 8 of those. Remove our backpack. And first thing we're going to do is upgrade the backpack to diamond level, which means we now have this much more space. This is a lot more space than we need, but I like having a big backpack, so I'm not going to be worried about this. So we've made diamond, It wants us to make graphite ingot. Now this is super dumb because you needed graphite block to make the table, so you've made graphite already. The thing is, I never actually thought about EMCing it, I think. So it's smelting one graphite dust or one charcoal. Like, I feel like this recipe should no longer be there, but then there's so many things that would break and not work. Like, I'm kind of confused about this whole thing. So let's come right here and we'll just cook one. We'll get a graphite ingot. We'll throw the graphite ingot in the tablet, and we'll get another one. So graphite ingot, and then we'll come right here and I'll grab 9, because from the 9 we'll make a block that we'll be able to chuck in there. I think we need those for the big reactor, so that's why it's showing us a different way of making it. But like I said, I'm not super convinced about how relevant this whole thing was. So now, if I take the graphite block, by the way, right here, there was a transmutation tablet. Wait. There was another way of making a transmutation tablet. Obsidian is 234 EMC, cosmic ingot are free, and compressed iron are free. So if it wasn't for the mana, this would be a great free way of making a transmutation table. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab 4 graphite block and 4 obsidian. I'm going to go and grab my Philosopher's Stone, and basically I'm going to make a second one just so that I can teach my system. So if I go like this and like this, I'm going to get a second transmutation table, and I'm going to immediately teach that to my EMC system. And I'm going to grab one back because I want to put one right over here. This is like my crafting setup. So if I need resource to craft, I can get it. Like, I can put some wherever I want for now. So this whole little step here is made. Now, technically we can get started on this, and we will. I just want to do a little bit, you know what, let's do a little bit of this just to be able to, like, to go from one to another. So the transmutation tablet requires dark matter block at 208,000 each. So that's not going to be right now. What we can do is start on the Eternalist fuel, but you get Eternalist from Mobius, that you get from alchemical, that you get from coal. So right now we're going to grab some coal. Ooh. I don't have coal this way, so coal. Oh yeah, coal is a stupid carbon recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then let's go. I need my Philosopher's Stone again. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to make another crafting table to put next to the other one. Crafting, ooh. Crafting upgrade. Oh yeah, an alchemical chest. That's why I didn't do that before. So let's just make a standard crafting table. Just give me a moment and I'll grab one of these, and then go. And we'll put that one right here. Well, I guess so. Let's just do this. That's going to give us coal. And the coal we're going to transform into a alchemical coal that we're going to transform into Mobius fuel. I'm trying like to go over a step. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I can make the next one, which is the Eternalist fuel. And then I can get 9 of these. And a diamond and another 8, if I remember correctly my recipe. So if I come here, 9 is going to give me an Eternalist block, and 8 around a diamond. Nope, that's not the recipe. What was the recipe again? Oh, around the diamond block. I tried to be cheap, but I was trying to be too cheap. So let's just grab all of this and first make the diamond block. And now make the Eternalist fuel, which gives us dark matter. And then we can get 4, which gives us dark matter block. And let's grab 4 dark matter block and 1 transmutation table and 4 obsidian. So this is going to be expensive. but we're going to resell it immediately. Did I miscraft it? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, graphite block, not obsidian. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Tom War. And of course, they're in the wrong position. So now we've got a transmutation tablet that I'm going to put right back in here. So a transmutation tablet is basically a transmutation that you can table that you can take with you anywhere you want. I want this, but right now I want the 1.27 million EMC more than I want the tablet. Okay, so now we need to make the covalence dust. So diamond with 8 carbon and 4 carbon and 4 silicon dioxide and... Okay, so now we were in the compactor nightmare kind of realm thing. So I'm going to need 8 carbon and an extra 4 that I'm going to put aside. I'm going to need silicon and 2 oxygen because it's silicon dioxide. 1 and 2. Perfect. So in the combiner, I'm going to put the silicon and the 2 oxygen to get some silicon dioxide that I'm going to teach to my system. Silicone, and I'm going to grab 4 of these. And I'm going to need 1 diamond. Perfect. So now I can go diamond and 8 carbon is going to give me the I covalence dust, and 4 carbon and 4 silicon dioxide is going to give me the low, which I can teach back the system. And the only one left that I have is the medium, but that one's a bit more complicated. Now I need 2 iron, 3 oxygen, and okay, so this one's complicated. The strontium carbonate needs CO3, it needs carbonate first. Okay, so carbon, C, and then oxygen, we're going to grab, well, we don't need a stack, but we'll grab some more, and iron. So first off, we're going to go and do 2 iron and 3 oxygen. That's going to give us an iron lye oxide. Oh, was that the right one? Just give me a moment. No, F2O3. Okay, perfect. So this is a kind of things where there's more than one recipe. Ferrin. No. Please, can you... Oh, iron. So this is iron oxide. This is the one we want. We're going to lock the recipe. Then we can do this. I don't want a second one to start. That's why I didn't put too much. So now we can teach this to the system. Teach this to the system. Iron, we're going to need these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the carbonate oxide. The carbonate, sorry. So carbonate. Ooh, this one's not easy to find. So that's the strontium carbonate, which we cannot do right now. We need the carbonate first. So let's just search carbonate right here. So unlock, select the carbonate, lock, and let's just put 1 carbon and 3 oxide. Perfect. That's going to give us the carbonate that we're going to teach the system. And then we're going to need the strontium right here. We're going to unlock the recipe and do strontium carbonate, which we're going to put back in. And then we're going to get 4 of these. Don't need the oxygen anymore, and we only need an iron. So I think this is how it's made. Yeah, maybe. Yes, it is. Perfect. And now we can put that back in here, and covalence will grab a stack of each for now. Perfect. So these 3 are done. And now we can get down the rabbit hole. So first off, we're going to make a basic EMC link. The basic EMC links require 2 transmit... Oh! No, see, I can't even do that because I don't have enough EMC. What about the basic relay? The basic relay we can make. It's 8 obsidian, a block, and glass. So, nope, not this one, this one. Then we need 7 obsidian, and then we need a glass block. So then we can just go glass a journalist block, obsidian, and voila. And we're going to teach our system that block. And I think that that block can be crafted. No, it cannot. What? Dark Relay Mark II. Ooh, that, let's see. We can't make this one yet. That's the problem. Okay, so if I get a dark matter, so whatever I'm doing right now, I'm not spending, because see, this is 29 plus 52, so that's 70 something. That's 81 probably. Like, you don't lose, you just make difference. So I'm going to grab 4 of these, and I'm going to make a, oh, I already made a dark matter block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I believe that's how you get red matter, right? No. How do I get red matter again? Should probably, oh, it's the reverse. So 6, 1, 2, 3. Great. So 3 in the center and 6 like this. This is going to give us 1 red matter. Going to teach the system. I'm going to grab 4 red matter, and now I'm going to make a red matter block, which is 700. Perfect. Okay, so we still have the problem that we can't really progress to the next step until we get more what's it called? More EMC. Sorry. Wow, that was difficult. But I'm going to need an energy condenser. So first, let's make an alchemical chest. So 2 graphite, a diamond. 2 graphite. 2 graphite, 1 diamond. You know what? Graphite block have less recipe. So let's just, yeah, 2 graphite, 1 diamond, 1 chest, 2 iron. 1 chest. And it's better away from the mana generation. I had not known how annoying it was until I was stuck next to it. So maybe doing all the crafting close to this is not the best of things. Okay, so let's make this alchemical chest that we can teach the system. And now from the alchemical chest, we can make the crafting upgrade. Oh, yes. Yes, we can. So upgrade base. We'll do that later, okay? I want to concentrate on the episode for now. So alchemical chest is going to let me craft, oh, right here, the energy condenser with 4 diamonds and 4 obsidians. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And voila, which we can put right back in here. And voila. So the energy condenser. Let me show you for 1 second. If I'm not 100% sure about what I'm doing, but I think it's good. So yeah, you can tell the energy condenser that you want to make diamond. Now, if I come here, it's as if I'm using my tablet, okay? I'm going to show you, just give me a second. So if you remember what we've been doing recently when I needed EMC is I throw that in this machine and it starts spewing a crazy amount of elements on the ground, and then I just shift click to pick up and I throw them in here. So this is not exactly the same thing because basically it's transforming them into diamond, but I believe we can pipe into that. So now the advantage is that instead of me grabbing everything, I'm just going to make a cheap and dirty setup. So I'm going to grab 5 iron. And I'm going to grab, no. I want a omnidirectional hopper. I don't remember how to make it though. So give me a second. Omnidirectional hopper is 5 compressed iron, perfect, around the chest. So compressed iron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't know what I did there. And a chest, and I'm going to show you why in a moment. I'm also going to grab some glass because I want to be able to see what it's doing. So this is going to give me a omnidirectional hopper. So now I'm going to break this energy condenser. I didn't let it finish processing. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put the omnidirectional hop, I want it to face upward. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work like that. So I'm going to have to do it like, huh? I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on. Let's try it this way. Oh yeah, that works. Perfect. So now let's just go and put some glass around it. Great. And then let's just put a piece of glass here and let's just emulate that it's falling in there. Oh God, come on. This is taking a bit longer than I was hoping for. That has EMC, so let's also throw that in there. Okay. And now if I come here and I teach it how to make diamonds again. So basically the omnidirectional hopper is picking up these items and throwing them in. But an omnidirectional hopper can be accelerated to time 11. 10 and 11. So we're just going to, we'll make more speed upgrade later on. But for now, we're just going to come over here. Oh, come over here. And voila. And give it 11 speed upgrade. And now the slowness is the energy condenser. So technically, I can now connect these two things. Oh boy. I really, like, if you guys have any idea why grabbing elements is that hard, let me know. Okay, so if I come in here and I put these in, oh no. Okay, so this is not ideal. I was not expecting the thing to be spewed outside like this. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of cleanup because I did screw up a little bit. So let's grab all of this. And I'm just going to get some more glass. 1 and 2. And I'm just going to go and cover the top. Perfect. So now, technically, you know what? Let me remove this one because I want to have access to the sides. And let's go. And this is working perfectly. See? They're all getting stuck here. They're all going... 11 speed upgrade is amazing. So technically this is now producing EMC kind of passively. So if I was just going to reuse these, oh, you know what? I should not have built it where I did. Okay, so this was kind of a screw up on my part. I'm going to take this and I'm going to take that. Anytime soon, buddy. Oh, okay. So now, if I put this like that and the click machine like this, perfect. Then I can remove this piece of dirt and I'm going to do the same thing I did before where I'm going to go, oh, no. Okay. I'm doing it the wrong way. Just give me a moment. I was doing the directional hopper part, but that's not the part that I'm at. So now I need some of these pipes and I'm going to need 2 because as we've learned in Create Above and Beyond, these pipe needs 2 distance to work. So let's just remove the click machine from here. Anytime. Perfect. And we're going to put it right here. Then you know what? I'm just going to make a second energy condenser because I don't want to use this one. It's probably not finished processing. So I can go right here and I'm going to put the energy condenser not here, one away. And then we're going to go from above, place the hopper like this. Now we need some glass again. You know what? I'm not going to use glass, and the simple reason is that when you break it, you lose it. So I'm just going to make some trap doors. And I'm just going to be reusing trapdoors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the dirt piece that I'm going to put right here. And then I can go, oh. You're annoying. Okay, let's just go sleep so that they burn to hell. Not make the time go faster, sleep. Oh, and the Amazon tablet has new stuff for us. Nothing interesting, so let's put that away. Okay, so let's come back right here. Is this finished? Yeah, this is finished. So, and we're going to lose just a little bit of EMC. Perfect. Now we'll just come over here and do this, and then we're going to put the module, which I think, yeah, it's not set up. Okay, so let's just grab one, and then with a empty end, come right here and say allow this, and voila. So now this is going into the click machine, and it's going to get okay. I didn't think about the fact that the trapdoor would get opened. So I'm just going to put one piece of glass in the front, which is going to fix all of this. Okay, and now we can just start pushing all of that in here and tell it to make diamonds. I think we might have a tiny problem. I think it doesn't like the usage of trapdoor. Oh no, it is working-ish. Yeah, it's just going faster than this is. Yeah, wait a second. That's not true. Let's just help it along. I just want to get it started as soon as possible, and I want to make sure that this is not getting jammed. And I don't like, I think that the trapdoor might be a bad idea. Just give me a second. Oh, please, just hit the right thing. Okay, so I think that the problem, round robin export on. It's doing one of each. Okay, so we don't want to do round robin. See, the problem is that it's always doing the first thing, and I feel like it's not. Yeah, that's what I thought. For whatever reason, if you guys saw what happened, when you put an omnidirectional hopper that already has the speed upgrade stopped working when you break it. So see, it breaks it all, throw it down here, omnidirectional hopper grabs it, puts it in the EMC chest. The only problem is that it's not going directly into our EMC system. So we do have to come here once in a while and extract. But look, this tax is 178 EMC, and this is just happening passively. So now we're grabbing more. So in my time lapse, these everythingness alter, I'm probably going to make like a couple more. I don't know how many I'm going to make, but I'm going to make some more for sure. Okay, so let's come back here and, oh, 1.4 million. It's still not enough, but we're getting there. To be able to make the basic EMC link, we need 1.7 million. That's what it's going to cost. And what I really want to make is my first power flower to start making EMC passively, but that's 2.42 million. So right now the EMC situation is blocked by getting more EMC, but I've already shown you how I'm going to get the EMC. I'm just going to need to put more into it, because right now this, if I come here, it's at 851. It's going down. Is it going down? Yeah, it is going down. So this, once in a while, I'll come here and collect the diamonds, and I'll just let that do its thing for now. And in the time lapse, I'll just make more so that I can click more at this, more stuff at a time. So while we're here, let's just continue a little bit more down the rabbit hole and do these things. So silicon dust. Silicon dust is done with 16 silicon. And by the way, every metal is kind of true. What I mean by that is I'm going to grab 16 silicon right now. And you know what? I'm going to just be lazy. That's silver. We don't have silver yet. So if I grab 16 silver and throw it in there, oh, that's not true. No, not the combiner, the compactor. So if I put 16 silver, I'm going to get 1 silver. And if I do this, I'm going to get 1 silicon. I can now put both of them in here. And then I'm going to grab a stack of silver and a stack of silicon. Well, I don't need a stack because I believe these things have EMC. So now if I cook the silver, it's going to give me a silver ingot, and that's EMCable. I don't know if I'm going to need it anymore, but it, oh yes, so the silicon is something that needs the blast furnace. So let me just search for my blast furnace. If you remember, we found one in the, when we went in the purgatory. So now let's just make 1 silicon dust in 2. You're going to recognize that a silicon, well, 2 silicon boule that we're going to need for refined storage. So let's throw all of that back in here, which was the next quest, by the way. So now we've got all of this. It's talking about blaze powder. So blaze powder we can already get from the blaze rod, but you can also get from combining. You can combine graphite with germanium and with sulfur. Okay, so technically we could use this recipe, but there really is no point since we get the blaze rod for free, so I can just do this. Like, it's just, okay, kind of a waste of time, but I've done it now. What might be interesting is I think that if we put this in the dissolver, this might get us, I don't know that we have, yeah, oh no, so germanium is new. So see, that's a way we're going to get new type of materials. So osmium dust. Osmium, how do we get osmium? We get it by dissolving diorite at a very low, well, 7%, or chiseled deep slate, or osmium block, of course. So no, it's basically just deep slate or cobbled deep slate as osmium as 68. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come back right here and I'm going to search for deep slate. I'm going to grab a stack of deep slate. I'm going to grab a stack of granite, and I'm going to grab a stack of stone, andesite, and diorite. I don't need, let's keep one of each. I don't know, well, I don't know why I'm really keeping one of each, but let's come right here and we're going to start this dissolve process. So andesite is going to give us a couple of things, potassium chloride, probably going to have to find aluminum oxide. I'm for sure going to need to find more of these, but then I can all put them in here and teach them to my EMC system. See, this one's not giving us, I think tin might be new. No, tin is not new. So if I write tin and I grab 16 in the compactor, that's going to give us a tin dust. Let's make a second one. So now I can throw that back in the system. We're going to come back here and blast that tin dust into a tin ingot. And we can do that for all of the materials that we don't have to date, like lead and stuff like that. Right now, I'm kind of just playing around with this. I don't know what I need specifically. Well, no, I say I don't know what I need. I specifically need the osmium. We got the osmium. And osmium is new. So let's just do this and go osmium. Let's dissolve the granite now. And let's compact 2 of them. We're going to put one in our system, go cook the other. And while we're waiting for this to cook, let's come back here and see what our EMC is looking like. 49 diamond. That's not going to bring us to the amount that we need, but it's going to get us closer. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you've looked at my number of hearts, but I'm going to heal, and I think that I'm at 38 heart or something. 34 or 38 hearts. So that's kind of exciting. In the time lapse, I've just been spamming this stuff, like getting more and more and more. Okay, so we now know technium. Oh, radium is not something that has EMC. Okay, what is this going to be used for? I feel like this is, it's going to make a radium dust. And radium dust is going to make radium ingot, which are also not EMCable. Well, okay, that part might get annoying. I don't know how necessary this is going to be. We'll see. Platinum now. So platinum, we need to get platinum. We can get it from andesite or... Oh, there's a drop chance of platinum. So we have platinum already for sure. No, we do not. Wait a moment. How is that possible? Let's come back here. And platinum... Cosmic dust. Oh, in the dissolver. Okay. So let's go and grab a little bit of these. Perfect. And we're going to dissolve these. I did not know that we would get different result from dissolving this. So let's just come right here and dissolve this. Grab all of this and throw it in. And by the way, I think we can dissolve cook. No, we can't dissolve cooked bacon. I think we can dissolve meat, but not cooked meat. And I think I only have cooked. Oh no, we can definitely dissolve this for protein. So I am going to do that. I want to learn about this protein. Perfect. Let's put that back. And we now have platinum. So let's throw all of that in there and grab some platinum. And split it in two. And we'll get one of each. Go and cook this. And get a platinum ingot. And the platinum ingot and osmium ingot are used for fusion and fission, which is something that we're probably going to get into in an episode or two. Right now, I'm really concentrating on just doing as many quests as possible with you guys. So let's put that right there. And let's put that right there. Great. So if I look at this, we've got all of these done. We need to do these one right here, but I want to unlock this. So reactor casing. Reactor casing is made with osmium and platinum, and they don't have EMC. So we're going to go platinum. We're going to go osmium. And we're just going to go, this is going to be 16. So we're going to crush 8 blaze powder. And we're going to make 64 reactor casing. We're going to use it later. Then we can make a fission chamber controller, which requires, netherite. Okay, so now this is interesting. If you remember, I need to upgrade my backpack to netherite level. So I'm going to need some netherite ingot. And I make netherite ingot with gold and netherite scrap. How do I get netherite scrap? Well, I get it by putting tungsten with carbon. We're going to come right here and say tungsten. Oh, we do not have tungsten yet. Okay, so let's just put all of that in here. And then put the stone in. I think stone is something that has a low chance of giving us tungsten. No. Yeah, W, tungsten, 1.61. So we're just waiting to get one tungsten. Come on, let's be lucky. Let's be lucky. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot more stones. So let's just go 1, 2. At 1.61% chance, I don't feel that I'm going to be that lucky. So let's just come over here, put these in, and these, and these. Let's come back right here, and we got aluminum, we got gallium, We got some gold. That's not new. Let's look at the new offers for now. Nothing interesting. And by the way, see, I can buy more PCB blueprint right now with the Amazon tablet. So if I wanted to make more UV light something, I could. So let's grab all of this. And gallium was new. What can I do with gallium? Gallium dust. And with gallium dust, I can make gallium ingot. And they have no use. So I'm not going to waste any time making that. Yeah, so at this point, we're kind of stuck waiting on getting the... We're stuck on waiting for that tungsten, and we're stuck waiting for that EMC, that 1.8 million EMC. So while we're waiting for that, what's the fusion chamber controller? Same, so we're going to need 8 netherite, 1 for my backpack, so that's going to be 9. Let's look at the reactor glass. The reactor glass is made with silicon dioxide and lead oxide. So let's grab some lead. And you know what? Let's grab 64 lead and let's grab some oxygen. So if I go in the combiner, lead oxide. Perfect. And if I come in here, I'm going to make 2 lead, 1 to cook, 1 to put in. So this, and this. Let's go cook the other lead. Oh, please tell me. No, it doesn't go in the blast furnace. So it's going to wait for later. It's not like something urgent that I need right now. What else? So I was looking at, what else did we need? Where did I get the lead from? I'm kind of... Oh, yeah, the reactor glass. Woof. Okay, so I need a lead oxide and a silicon dioxide, and this doesn't have EMC. So, lead oxide and silicon dioxide. And I'm going to put these two in the combiner to get some reactor glass, and I'm just going to let that process 64 reactor glass, because when we make the reactor, we're going to need it. Let's just grab some so that we can complete the quest. And these things we're going to throw in our backpack for now. I don't need any of this. So let's, yeah. And let's keep the radium in the backpack right here. And see, I've got 40 hearts. And nothing new right here. So the stone is really kind of my limiting factor. In my time lapse, I'm going to process an enormous amount of stone until I get the tungsten that I need. That's really the one element that we need right now. Okay, so with all of this done, let's go and start with the processors, because I might want to make some of these during my time lapse. So these processors are made with silicon, which has EMC, redstone, which doesn't, iron, which doesn't, and processor binding, which doesn't have EMC. It's made out of string and slime ball. Slime ball have EMC, but string doesn't, and we know string has been a problem to date. But string can be made with keratin. But how do you get keratin? Well, we could make starch and protein and sulfur dioxide and compose it, or what we could do is we could try to like dissolve. Ooh, if you dissolve a feather, you have 100% chance of getting. Okay, so do I have a feather? Yes, I do. So let's grab a feather and we'll come back right here. And we got our tungsten. Amazing. So let's push the feather in here and we get our keratin. So now we can teach all of this right here. We'll grab some keratin. We'll grab 4 stacks of keratin. Yes, we will. I grabbed 5. And then we'll grab some tungsten. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the tungsten needs to be combined with what again? Needs to be combined with carbon. So I also need carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I go, oh, my combiner is busy. But if I go in compact keratin, it's going to want to give me feather. So I'm going to go right here and search for string. Select string and lock that recipe, and now I'm going to put in there, and now we're going to have infinite string. It's not EMCable, unfortunately, which is dumb because the keratin is, but this way I can just make the keratin into infinite string. And this should be the last one. And then we're going to start. That's going to be 4 pieces. So 4 pieces, 1 netherite ingot. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, push the next one. That's going to give me another 4 piece. So these 4 stacks of each is basically just going to give me 4 netherite, which is one of the item that we need to make. So if I come here, tungsten, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So let's just continue. Carbon, tungsten. Grab my strings. And we're just like kind of waiting to get some result right now. Let's put these 2 on. While we're waiting, let's just get some slime. So we'll get a stack of slime. Then we can do string slime, and we're waiting for the other stack of slime. Just rearranging a little bit. And while we're waiting, I'm going to need some gold. We're going to need 9 gold. Oh no, so it's 4. 4 times 4 is 16 is 32. We're going to need 33 gold. 34 gold. I know how to count good. Me counting goody, good. Okay, so let's just continue with this for now. And since we got the tungsten, the stone is not that urgent anymore. We're just going to split these 2 right here and here. I don't know if there's anything else I can get from the stone that I didn't get. Let me just check quickly. So if I dissolve stone, silicon, aluminum, zirconium, nickel, oh, okay, so there is other things. So let's just come right here and check. Put some more keratin in here. And let's do this. And now we've got a ton of processor binding. So processor bindings will not be a problem in the future. You know what? Let's come right here. Let's grab a stack of gold. No, processor binding needs to go. Yeah. So I'm going to need gold and redstone. Oh, redstone's going to be my limiter right now. Okay, so let's go and make, I want to make 3 stacks, 1 stack of each type of binder. So 1, 2, come on, and 3. Let's go and make all of this into redstone. And at the same time, we'll take a look at our mana pool. Yeah, our mana pool is still doing good. So let's just make 1. That's the 2nd stack. And that's going to be the 3rd stack. Yeah, 3 stacks right here. So now we're going to grab the silicon. 1, 2, 3 stacks, and then we can come back here. I'll make this craft here. So this, the gold and the redstone. This, the redstone and the iron. And then, oh, the other one's diamond. So diamond, I'm not going to make a stack. Diamond, I'm going to make 16 because my diamonds are expensive. And by the way, I kind of went crazy and the keratin is 40k, so I'm just going to put the keratin back in there. I'm good for string for now. So put all the keratin back in here, whereas this, I need to continue doing my stuff. So let's come back here and say this, oh, not you, this and this. It's going to give me those. And you know what? I think we always need more iron than the other. Let's just finish all of this with iron. And then we can start cooking these. So we're going to cook raw improved right here. We're going to raw basic right here. And we're going to cook raw advanced right here. Great. And then let's go back to the dissolver and just put the stone in there. Great. So now we've got the 32 netherite scrap. We're just going to wait to get the, oh, it's not 34, it's 36. Darn it. So we're going to wait for these, and then we're going to go and make our netherite. So I'm going to need 2 more gold, but it's okay because at the same time, I also want to throw these stuff in here. And let's go and make the netherite. So that's going to give us 9 netherite ingot. And now we're going to need, how do I upgrade the backpack again? It's the smithing table, and the smithing table is 4 wood and 2 iron. So let's grab iron and 4 wood. Come back right here, 4 and 2. Smithing table, we're going to put it right here. And then we're going to get our backpack and upgrade it. And now we're going to have a max backpack. Look at this space. Glorious. Perfect. So let's put that back in here. And now that we have the backpack, the netherite, with the netherite ingot, we're going to be able to craft the fusion and fission. So we're going to need 1 redstone, 1 glass, and 1 star. And we're going to need 1 redstone, so 2 redstone, 2 glass, and 1 cosmic dust. So 2 glass, 1, 2. 2 redstone, 1, 2. We're going to need 1, but we're also going to need a star, which, ooh, haha, we caught you on time. So let's go and craft this part. I'm going to need some reactor casing, 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. So reactor casing, glass, redstone. This one goes here and these go in the corner. So that's going to be a fission chamber controller that we're going to be using more in the next episode. So let me just put it away. And what else do we need? We need, ooh. Well, we don't need these, but if we want to get into our refined storage, we definitely need to continue this. You know what? I'm going to just make this and then we're going to end the episode because I'm going to now prepare all the material for our refined storage. So we're going to need some H and some HE to get some star. So H and HE, helium, 1, 2, and hydrogen, 1, 2. I should have in my backpack my gravity. Great. So let's come right over here, remove all of that and go gravity with HE, and with H is going to give us a star, and the star is going to become a star block, which is going to become the fusion chamber controller, which we've made. Okay, so one last thing, we're going to go check if we have enough enough diamond to get to the EMC link. I would really like to be able to make the EMC link and the power flower. Nope. So that's not possible. Now, that's not possible because if I come right here, this one cost, oh, 1.7. No, I have 1.59. So it's unfortunately not possible right now. It's something we're going to have to do later. So let's just show that right here. And if I come back over here, oh, this opened up something else, uranium. So uranium you get from dissolving something that we do not have. So right now we do not have uranium, and uranium does have EMC at least, and uranium dust does have EMC, and uranium cooks. Yeah, okay. So uranium is going to be good. So we're going to be able to make a big reactor. But to get our first uranium, oh, we get it from a block of amethyst. How do we make amethyst shard? Oh boy, I am now super happy. So let's come over here. And basically by quick clicking, it produced 2 at a time. So every time I'm going to be able to grab one and it's going to grab one. We're going to be sharing resource. But I'm going to grab 4 of these and then we're going to transform them into amethyst shards. No, sorry, amethyst dust that we're then going to cook into amethyst shards. I'm super excited about this. I'm really happy to see it's going to go that well. So I'm going to get these amethyst shard, which have EMC. Oh boy, I'm happy. And the block of amethyst also has EMC. Okay. And no, so the amethyst dust doesn't, but that doesn't matter. If everything else has EMC, let's keep these two then and put them in here. We're just going to go and show these in the table, amethyst. And we're going to make some amethyst blocks. And we're going to dissolve. Yeah, it's a... Oh, we got our uranium already. Okay, so what else could we get from this? We could also get polonium at 0.1% chance. Yeah, okay. So let's just put all of that back in here. And let's grab our uranium. And let's grab some amethyst blocks that we're going to put in here. And while we're waiting for this, we're just going to compact those, unlock the recipe, compact these. We're going to cook one. And that's going to get us the ingot. Which means I'm going to be preparing a big reactor for the next episode. I want power to no longer be a problem, and I don't want power to be generated by my mana. My mana. Mana is too expensive to be used this way. So if I look at reactor, we have, oh, so it's not the same reactor glass, and that's not EMCable. Glass is, but reactor casing. So it's iron, graphite, ingot. So EMCable. Iron is not, well, it is, but lower down. So I'm going to prepare enough to make a 5x5 big reactor. Okay. And I'm going to prepare the coolant rod. Well, I'm going to prepare all the material, but I'll put the list at the beginning of the next episode because, or, you know what I'm going to try to do if I remember, please let me remember. At the end of the time lapse, I'm going to post the list of materials that I need. The reason I'm going to do that is that if you're playing along, which is something I've always loved, if you guys are playing along, then you'll be able to just... you'll just be able to prepare the same list so that you can have all of the material for the next episode. I also wanted to check something in Project E. Project E. In Project E, there's something called Infinite Food at some place. And there's also a Rengale. We're going to make the Swift Wolf Rending Gale for sure, because this is flight, but it's also going to cost 100,000 EMC. So we're going to make that in the next episode, but only if we got to the 2 million EMC that we need. So if I'm looking here, oh my god, I have so many things to do for the next episode. Ooh. So it wants us to make a big reactor. Okay, so let's graphite. Oh, because I want to prepare them for the next episode, I'm just going to make a little bit right now. So graphite, we're going to grab, we're going to need some uranium. We're going to need some iron. And I'm just going to make a little bit. I'm not going to make a crazy amount. Well, I'm going to make 4 of these. And I'm going to make 1 of these just to show you. So those are the two quests done. And for the 5... Oh, we need all of these. No, the episode's too long. So I'm going to... Like, these are made from reactor casing, graphite, and uranium. So super easy. Reactor terminal, also super easy. Power tap, super easy. And access port, super easy. So I'm going to count in my list of material how many reactor casing that I need, because everything else is kind of free. So I'm going to count and say how many reactor casing I made, how many reactor glass I'm going to need to make, how many reactor fuel rod I'm going to need to make, and how many... there's also the one that goes on top. So I'm going to put the list of items we're going to need. So I'm going to prepare all that in the time lapse. I'm also going to make a couple more of these because EMC is my problem. And I'm going to need to make a lot more cosmic dust to get a lot more EMC. Probably going to start with that because that's the first thing that I need to start making. Yeah, we got a lot of things to do. So I'm going to go in my time lapse, and like I said, I'm really going to prepare for the big reactor to get more EMC from the ASDG, I think it's called. And by the way, for all of that power that I'm going to be generating, we're going to need a flux controller. So might as well get started also on that. Oh, yes. So I'm going to make more flux dust because this is not EMCable. But right here, we want flux dust, obsidian, and eye of ender. And eye of ender is ender pearl. So ender pearls, what I'm going to do, you can make ender pearls with mercury, neodymium, and silicon. If I dissolve an ender pearl, I get 100%. I don't know if you guys remember, but in my time lapse, I've been going around. Oh, I thought I got one. Oh yes, I got one. And I killed a couple of endermen. And I didn't use the ender pearl because I wanted to wait to come over here and dissolve it. Let me just get rid of all. Let's also get rid of the covalents. So now we need silicon, neodymium, and mercury. Silicon, neo, mercury. Silicon, mercury, neodymium. I can now make as many ender pearls as I want. These are kind of expensive EMC wise, but it's not that bad. So I'm going to be making a lot of ender pearl because to make the flux controller, we're going to need some flux block and some flux core. Flux block are made out of flux dust and flux core, and each flux core requires one eye of ender. So yeah, I'm going to be preparing a couple of stack of flux dust. Unfortunately, I don't have another way of making the flux dust, so that's part of the material that I'm going to be preparing. And of course, I've made myself a list that's way too big. First, DMC. Second, I'm going to start the flux dust at the same time probably because it's just a couple of stack of redstone. Well, I don't have any cosmic dust. So yeah, this first, then this, and then preparing the big reactor. I'm almost discouraged at how much work I just figured out I'm going to need to do. But, you know, it's all good. We need to progress, and this is really good progression in this, like in this series. So guys, I need to go and get to work right now. I'm going to leave you guys on this. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.